Yo! Welcome back to Through the Fence podcast.
What's going on, everybody? We're on episode 9, so we're making the ladder little by little. We're going to get to 10 soon, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, right? So we've been out for about 3 weeks. We're supposed to be doing this once a week, but due to our busy schedules, as we spoke about previously, it's very difficult to make it, to partner up with him and to be able to come to my house and do all this. So we're just going to try to knock out as many as possible. So I apologize if we don't get one out every week, but one day we will.
We got the loyal viewers still looking, so.
Exactly. So that's all that matters. As long as, and we look for 2. Holy crap, for 3 of them, we have 56 views. 56 views. So.
Our biggest one, the Ultra one.
For sure. 140 views. Because we were exposing the Ultra. But talking about festivals, Rolling Loud. I heard you're going to it. So how come you made the decision to go back to Rolling Loud?
A couple more of my friends bought tickets this time.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go if it's just going to be, me and somebody else or just me. I'm not going to spend that much money on it. But if I have more people going, if we have more of a group, then I'll go. So this time we're going to plan it out a little bit better. Get an Airbnb and all that.
Let me ask you, how much did the tickets cost this time?
I think they were a little cheaper this year.
Really?
For some reason. I don't know if I'm right about that.
How much did you pay?
I'm doing the payment plan. So
okay.
I did like $20 for the first
to secure the tickets?
Yeah. Okay. And it's like 100 or like 200 each time. So the tickets come out to like 400 something.
Yeah, but you're not dropping 400 in one, so you don't really feel the hit.
Yeah. So now we're gonna plan it a little bit better. We're gonna actually not have my friend drive all the way to the stadium every single day. We're actually gonna get it somewhere close by there.
And when is it? When's the whole festival?
May 8th through the 11th.
Gotcha.
3 days again. Let's see if I survive.
Yeah, last time you came with your freaking injuries. And
Did I talk about how
your
we almost
near-death
crashed?
experience? Yeah, but you could do a quick little summary for those who haven't seen it.
We might have talked about it, but me and my friend we were driving on the highway. He came to pick me up, and then we went to the stadium. And we were getting off one of the exits that have like 2 different exits.
Yeah, the forks.
It's like a split.
Yeah.
And we were on like the left lane. We need to be on the right lane. Mm-hmm. And I'm on the phone in the passenger seat looking at like who we're gonna look at.
I got you. Looking at the lineup for the day.
And then he's driving. He's playing music, and I'm with the one with the GPS. Yeah. So I was like, wait, we need to get in the right lane, and we were so close to the sign, and because we made like a turn so quick, we started to spin out. And we spin out into the grass, into the grass area. And we almost hit a sign, but we didn't. And we were like...
And did anything happen to the car?
No. Well, we had to turn it off and then turn it back on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. Like, it was funny. It was horrible, but at the same time, it was funny. Because, like, I was holding on. He was trying to, like, steer it back. And he's like, Rizam, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's all right, dude. It's good. Don't worry about it.
While it's happening?
While we were spinning.
Yeah, while you guys were tail whipping.
What I was afraid of was either one of the cars coming and hitting us like while we were spinning, or when we got into the grass that we were going to hit one of the signs. So that was pretty eventful. But then we went and we had an awesome day 3 afterwards.
With your leg or like toe
yeah,
shattered.
So that too. That like on the second day, because of like the mosh pits and everything, my toe got like smashed.
So it really gets that wild in there.
Yeah. Everybody's jumping and everything. It's crazy.
And there's like no areas where it is calm? Or
like
there's
if you go more in the back, but like the more closer you get, it's not like ultra where you can like sneak through to the front, because like you're so close and Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
That like it's hard to get like closer. So everybody's trying to get into like the middle, but it's so hard. So.
Yeah, nah. This year I was thinking about going, right, but like I said, this is not my type of music. Like I only like maybe 4 or 5 artists.
I hear you.
So to me, I'm not gonna go spend, let's say, 24 hours for about 4 hours of actually enjoying the music.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd rather just wait for those artists that I do like to come in a concert or like a smaller venue that is just like one day or something that is not that big.
I say if you like the music, I feel like it's completely worth it.
Yeah.
Because you get to see everybody that you like.
Yeah, it's
a
crap ton of artists.
And that was my concern the year before I went. I was like, oh, I might not know everybody, and my friends are like, you don't have to know everybody, you just have to like go. You're gonna, even if you don't know the person that's performing, you'll still have like fun in the crowd and everything.
Because you like that type of music.
Yeah,
though. You
exactly.
see, I don't really listen to that type of music.
Yeah,
so
I hear you.
I listen to the different stuff, so it would be really, really different for me. Then that's what we've always talked about, like Ultra. That Ultra, I don't listen to all the DJs, but since I still kind of listen, I like the music. I don't care who's playing because it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with this. Yeah, they're not the same artists, but they have the same style and rhythm and melodies and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I know I'll be for most of the time like sitting down in like the shade somewhere. So for that, I'd rather just watch it on Instagram through like 50,000 views that people post it.
You see that a lot too. That's something that you see like with both festivals.
Yeah,
where
for
you
sure.
see everybody
Definitely.
like it's not just like everybody goes to one stage and then that's it, or like multiple stages. You see people like relaxing, like sitting down, and just enjoying like the space, I guess.
Yeah, of course. And that's what we saw at Ultra. Like we saw people just sitting down like on the grass and they did not move.
Yeah.
But like that's what they went there for, But if I was to go there, I'll go to like lose my head. I'd go to be crazy, but there's no point. There's no point for me. But you aren't going to Ultra though, right? This year you
not this year.
And they came back to Bayfront Park.
Yeah. Because like I said, I was like, once I finished Rolling Loud last year, I already did Ultra, I already did a Rolling Loud. So I was like, I'm good. Like I had the experience. And that's mostly what I was there for. Yeah. Like of course I wanted to see the artist, but like
you wanted to live the experience.
I just wanted to have that experience with it. But if it was just, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was just me and my boy, or just me and then that was it, like I'm not gonna waste my money on that. But if I have like a whole group going, then I'll have that experience again with them.
Yeah,
and, like
with more
enjoy
people.
it with them.
Exactly. And it's better with more people. Like you said, you could plan out the Airbnb situation, and it could all be more calculated. The only thing is, bro, you gotta be on top of that. Like you guys gotta look like immediately because prices are already gonna be high. Yeah. But people are gonna start
something that was crazy. Like even 2-3 years before I went to my first festival, which was Ultra. Yeah. I would look like 7 months in advance to see the prices for hotels. Okay. Like around the area, because we live in Miami, but that's kind of far still. Yeah. And so like hotels that would cost you, let's just give an example, like $100 a night, right? On that weekend it would be like $300-$400 a night. And it's like, oh my gosh, even like 7 months in advance, you're planning it. It's like yikes. And now that's for both festivals. Yeah,
that's how it was for Ultra. And like you said, we live here, and that's why I would love to, like, if there was a way to find out, and I'm gonna ask you right now, is I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the hotel prices go up, but I don't know if Rolling Loud affects prices as much as Ultra affects, because I feel, and I haven't gone to Rolling Loud, but I feel like Ultra is something where more tourists come to. Meanwhile, Rolling Loud is something that more Miami people go to. So a lot of Miami people just stay in their house. Yeah. Like, for example, for Ultra, you stayed at your house. But when we were there, we saw more people that aren't from Miami.
Yeah.
But is that the way with Rolling Loud? Did you see more tourists, or did you see more people based out of Miami?
There's a lot. I feel like compared to both festivals, there's more like native Miamians, like at Rolling Loud.
But did you see a huge amount of people who aren't like Miamians? Because like remember at
Ultra, for sure.
At Ultra, it was like seas
of
people that you did not know.
So the thing is with Ultra, because there's like 10 stages, you don't see everybody, and it's not.
You went to the one where it's huge. The one in Bayfront, you kind of not see everybody, but
everything's like close together.
So you could, like, if you're standing in the street, right in the street of Bayfront Park, you could see the seas of people, and you could tell who's from Miami.
That's the
who's
thing
not
with
from Miami.
with Rolling Loud. It was kind of like, it was crazy because once you walk in, you have a stage here, you have a stage there, you have a stage
it's there. How many stages? 4?
It's 3.
Three stages. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And then but it's all like open.
Okay.
But it's open, but like at the same time you have, once you're at a stage, you only hear that stage. But it's
and that's how it is at Ultra too.
Yeah.
And that just depends on the decibel volumes, because
Yeah.
They're all loud, but when you're here, it's a lot louder. To your ears, so you're not really hearing what's in the background.
For sure. But that's like that. In that open layout, you see everybody. So you think that there's a lot more people than Ultra, but it's it might be the same amount, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, because that would play a difference into these prices. These, because I really don't hear of like people from like the other side of the world coming to Rolling Loud.
Yeah,
I really don't, and I guess maybe it could get like that, but that's not their marketing structure. Because if you look at Ultra, every advertisement video, it's like every flag.
Yeah.
So that's what Ultra's like chasing. Like
they're trying to get that worldwide.
Meanwhile, Rolling Loud is like Travis Scott, and like if somebody doesn't follow Travis Scott, they're not seeing any posts through Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
Because like me, I don't follow like Rolling Loud artists. I don't get no Rolling Loud information. I do follow Travis Scott. Every post, Rolling Loud. So how many people in like across the world, like Europe and these other countries?
I think that's exactly it. I think that's Ultra trying to push that.
Yeah, that global
agenda of worldwide agenda.
Exactly. And let me search it up. Where does Rolling Loud take place? Because
I think Miami, New York, San Francisco, LA. LA, I think.
I think so. LA. What would I search up? Rolling Loud venues.
Yeah, so I think it's those 4 right now. New York, I think, was the newest one.
Rolling Loud events: California, Hard Rock, Amphitheater. Okay, so wait. So it's not really giving us information.
It used to be in Bayfront Park, but then they changed it to Hard Rock, which I think for Rolling Loud, I think it was perfect because you have all that open space in the.
Where at Bayfront or
Hard Rock?
Hard Rock, but Hard Rock far, bro.
It is far.
Hard Rock pretty far, man.
It's far.
I've only gone there like once, and it was just passing by. I've never gone to like no Dolphins game or anything, and I was like, God damn, like this is where the Marlins used to play.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Crazy.
Because both teams are like from Miami. They're Miami Hurricanes and Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
And the location's not even Miami.
Yeah.
It's not even technically Miami.
Nope.
It's a little bit up north, so.
It's still close, like. But still far. So that's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
So I'll try to record a lot.
Try, bro. People want to see those angles because for that video, the Rolling Loud one, we posted like 2 little clips at the end of your experience. But I feel like maybe, and I don't know if this is asking too much, try to like do like a little vlogging, like record yourself, like, because I'm pretty sure there's many people who watch this who might want to go, and that's why I feel like our Ultra video exploded, because if you search up on YouTube like Ultra, there's not that much information. Like mostly what you see is people posting like things to do at Ultra, things to not do at Ultra,
or like the live sets.
Yeah,
itself.
live sets, but nobody's really like, and for me, for someone who likes to be like prepared for stuff like Ultra, I wanted to see like what was it like being in there, and like where was stuff around, you know, like, because for example, I found the video and I didn't know I needed to take cash. I didn't know cash was such an important thing, but due to this video I learned. But most of it was like, oh, make sure you have your bands so you could trade with other people. And I was like, okay, that's important, but you know, like, how is it at night? Like, does it get cold? Because I had to know what to prepare for. But
yeah, I wish I knew that. Believe it or not, Ultra the first night.
Yeah, it was cold, bro. It was cold. Yeah, for sure, definitely.
It was freezing, especially waiting 6 o'clock in the morning, finally getting home.
Yeah, because he had to walk over the bridge, like we talked about in that episode. But that's what makes it crazy, you know. That's what it's like something you live once, and it's like, you know, bro. Like no one could take that away from you. That you walked across the Biscayne Bridge.
That's it.
You had to.
That's it for that. And we're gonna go.
Like, how's the food and stuff? Like,
it's more
expensive.
Believe it or not, it's more expensive than Ultra.
Okay. Well,
like either way, if anybody's going and they're listening to this and they're going to go to a festival,
yeah, they're not gonna return it.
Bring cash, like,
for
or
definitely
just eat a huge meal before you go.
Eat huge and drink a lot of water, you know.
Because like if you've ever been to a stadium and you see the stadium prices, it's like the same thing. You literally paid like $14 for like. Yeah,
bro. Like for 3-piece chicken tenders and fries, bro. It's ridiculous.
And then not only that, the line is pretty crazy.
Oh, you see, well, that's one thing I liked about Ultra this year, and the previous year before when we went. They have so many people selling the same thing that no lines ever get built. Like literally, like the longest. Well, this Ultra, it was a little different because where we were eating mostly, do you remember by the yacht?
Yeah.
That's where most people were. So there was a lot of lines. But do you remember how many stands there were?
Yeah.
Last time, the first time it wasn't as like set up as that. It was more like there's a hot dog stand over here. There's pizza over there. So people aren't really like looking like if it's a food court. They're just like, oh, let me just get this.
Yeah. I see that. Let me get that.
Exactly.
You see, with Rolling Loud, it was, you know, let's say pizza, hot dog, chicken, right? That's one.
Pizza, hot dog, chicken.
Right?
Let's Chipotle.
Let's just say, right? That's there. Then by the next stage, it's the same setup. And it's the same setup there. And it's literally the same thing unless you go to like a food truck.
I got you. Oh, okay. So, and they had those too. You see, because that's what I realized. This Rolling Loud, this Ultra that we just went to last year, it was more like structured. It was like very like everything set in place. Meanwhile, the first one that we went to, it was very like mom and pop type of places. Like they didn't have because if you remember this one, they all had the same banner. They pretty much all charged the same thing. Yeah. And they all had the same clothes on, pretty much, just the Ultra staff shirt. Meanwhile, the other one that we went to, there was like a random lady just selling lemonade from like a little cart, and then somebody selling hot dogs in a little cart. So it wasn't like as much as a structured selling venue, which that's why I was like, okay, it's not that bad, you know. Like if I wanted to eat something, there was no line, because where I was going to eat, there was no line. It was just, and some places were paid. Like I think we bought pizza the first night that we were the first day, and we were able to pay with card, and nothing bad happened. But it's definitely a must-do experiences. Definitely. Yeah. How much time we got left, bro?
We have 9 minutes.
Okay, we good. So it's a definitely must-do experience, and
for sure,
maybe one day there'll be like a lineup that entices me enough. Yeah. Like, or at least like a day, because I feel like maybe that would be something that I would look more into if there was just one day that they put like all the, or like there was at one point so many artists that they were making like, okay, if you like this type of music, come on Friday. If you like this type of music, like
selling the tickets itself. You see, that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you think that they should do that, or do you think that they should just leave it as the 3-day thing?
I think they would have to pilot it, or do half all 3 days, because there is people that like all three, that like all those artists. There really is. Like, But for example, for me, I would only like the closers, right? Travis. I don't know if Post Malone is closing,
Yeah.
but the Baby, um, ASAP Rocky, four artists. Four artists is not, to me, is not worth
Yeah.
that
That
drive
amount.
over there. And yeah, the ticket's okay. The ticket's
Sure.
not expensive, right? Because me and my girl have paid good money to go see like one artist for
Yeah.
1 hour. But
That's
it's about, it was just 1 hour. So it was like, we got it, everything done, and that's it. But now 3 days straight, I have to go to the other side of the world, right? And for half of the time, I'm not going to be enjoying it. So to me, it's like I could do other things with that time and I could do other things with that money. But if it was like, oh, you could come in on Friday and pay this amount of,
yeah.
fine, I'll do it because I only see that artist, but that's okay
You
because
see,
it's like
I
a
think-
1 day thing.
I think not Ultra,
Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud is smart about it
Mm-hmm.
because they make sure that they put like all like the big artists like at the top, like the
Yeah,
closing,
the closing.
and spread out through all 3 days.
Yeah, of course.
So I think that's like their plan so that you want to come all 3 days.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like most people, like in my decision, they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Like I don't care, I'll go. I'll waste some time, but like for example, and that's why to me, like I feel like Rolling Loud should, but I feel like Ultra shouldn't. I feel like Rolling Loud should sell
the
individuals,
individual ones.
but Ultra should. I like Ultra, the 3 day setup,
Yeah.
because like I said, they're different artists, but the music, the percentages, it's like 90%. Because
Yeah.
you could hear an artist on this stage with one song remix, and then you could go see another artist, and they're using the same song, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Because it's still just producing different
Mm-hmm.
music. Meanwhile, these artists, they're not gonna say the same things the other artist said. They have
Gotcha.
like maybe the sound is the same and how they express it, it's the same, and it's the same topic, but they're gonna like maneuver their way. Meanwhile, Ultra, it's like pretty much like build up, drop, build
Yeah.
up, drop, build up. Like that's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Rolling Loud, it's like this song's about this. Now this song's about this. Now
It's
this song's
definitely-
about here.
It's definitely a different kind of vibe.
Different for sure, because like I said, bro, you might not listen to no artist at Ultra, but you are guaranteed build up, drop.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's
for
what
sure.
they all do all day. So it's like, if you even like that music a little bit, you're gonna find, because it gives you energy. It like
yeah.
pumps you up. So that's why to me it's like, okay, cool. Like I didn't know half of the artists going to Ultra, but it was still fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who we didn't expect the best out of, it was like the ones that we had the most fun.
Yeah,
We enjoyed those
for
performances the most, because it was like we weren't expecting anything.
Mm-hmm.
And when you set expectations, it like
Yeah.
sometimes diminishes the
Yeah.
outcome. So
But definitely. We have 5 minutes. Let's get into like quick fire topics. There's one thing that I thought of that one of our coworkers brought up. Is there anything that you do
okay.
that like other people think it's weird, but you think it's completely normal? Like in his example was that he puts deodorant on once he gets out of the shower.
All the time.
Yeah, like
Okay.
every time, like because he showers in the night, right, and then puts his deodorant, goes to sleep, wakes up. Before he puts on his clothes, he puts deodorant on again.
Okay.
Is that like that's exactly what I do too?
You do it too?
I do it
okay.
too.
That's
But
okay. Let's
I've
see.
heard that's completely like weird. Like why would you?
I'll
put
tell
on-
you right now, bro. That is completely weird. Yeah, like no, not me. Like, and I guess my girlfriend taught it to me, and I don't know if she's an expert on it or something. But I don't like. I thought like she taught me that it's not good to put on deodorant before you go to sleep.
Really? Is that true?
Is it? She's our audience. Is
Yeah.
it? Did you hear it somewhere?
I mean, I've heard it somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Like, I haven't done research, but like, also the observation like in your pores and the dirt that accumulates with the deodorant while you're asleep, like it's just not good. That's what I heard.
Ah.
Like also for myself, I've experienced obviously deodorant like at the end of the day gets a little bit stinky.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to go to sleep like being a little stinky.
But even if you like, because I don't know if you shower in the morning or in the night.
I shower at night.
You shower at night.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, yeah, I shower at night, and then I put it on right after. So it's like I'm not stinky. I just got out of the shower and then
Yeah.
put it on.
Okay.
But like I understand where like the dirt comes from and all that.
Depends on the person. Like I sweat a lot at night. So
Okay.
like I feel like the deodorant buildup throughout the night, like it's just gonna stick on my armpits.
Well, get ready for this.
Oh.
Con-
I heard it somewhere.
Contrary to popular belief, you should actually be applying deodorant in the evening before bed.
Oh.
Deodorants are antiperspirants are most effective on the skin when sweat ducts are less active. But like you said, you do sweat a lot at night. And there is minimal moisture, such as the evening and while you are asleep. I felt like, to me, we sleep together, so I wouldn't like her deodorant rubbing off on me, you know.
Okay.
So that's an exactly. That's another point. But I don't know. I don't really know. I don't try to do too many things. Like I don't try to find myself in habits.
Okay.
So I don't really know. But for example, like, okay, one weird thing I do, right? Let's say I'm eating something. I'm eating like chips or I'm eating like fries.
Okay.
I'm addicted to goddamn ketchup. So I'll scoop the ketchup. I'll scoop the fries inside the ketchup. And when I'm eating the fries, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have got more ketchup. So with like a fork, I scoop it back in and I eat more ketchup.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see? She thinks it's super weird too.
I'm
But-
sorry, I just don't like ketchup. That's why.
Oh, bro, I love ketchup, bro.
No.
Like I wouldn't put it on my eggs, on my
Okay, yeah. Or yeah, some
You
people
see,
put it
that's
on
my
the
brother.
rice.
That's my
Oh,
brother.
okay.
He puts it. He puts it on everything.
Yeah. No, but like when I do eat it,
Mm-hmm.
I do eat a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it okay? So another thing,
Mhm.
I heard for men you're not supposed. Well, it doesn't matter that you shampoo your head every day, like for male.
Mhm.
But like for female, they don't do it every single day, right?
Okay.
So like I used to shampoo every single day.
Do you conditioner?
No,
Never.
very rarely.
Okay.
Very rarely.
Well, you shouldn't be using too much conditioner either. Like dime size, like conditioning pieces are fine because conditioning also like oils up your hair.
Okay.
That's how I feel. Like whenever I do it, it's like my hair is like silky and all that.
And
So
that's fine, but
Yeah.
if you use too much throughout
Yeah.
the days, it gets really oily.
so that's why I don't use it all the time. And then like I shampoo my head like every other day. But I was told for like males it doesn't really matter.
And I guess right, I would say whoever is because most males have short hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that also has a big difference to it. Because if you have short hair, if it gets oily or whatever, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have a lot of hair, so you're not getting built up oil inside your scalp and it's not able to breathe like for women. Right?
Gotcha.
For their scalp to breathe,
So
it's
what
a
you're
lot
telling
more
me is
difficult.
I can shampoo my head every day.
Oh,
and
well,
it doesn't matter.
Try not to shampoo every day, right? As washing too frequently can strip the hair, leaving it brittle and prone to breakage. Aim to wash every other day at the most, or wait a few days between shampoos if you're able to. But what I would tell you is base it off your lifestyle, you know? Like, if you're hitting the gym every night,
Then,
your
yeah.
head's sweating a lot, bro, goddamn shampoo your hair,
Yeah,
bro.
no, yeah.
Don't go to
for
sleep with
sure.
a dirty scalp
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I have coworkers that literally will not shampoo their hair for a week
Weeks.
because they literally would tell me
I've-
before I would be like, no, I have to shower my hair like every single day.
Yeah, you used to be like that every single day.
It also depends on the person. My hair gets really oily. Like it just gets naturally really oily. Like, I don't have that much hair, so
Mhm.
it's really thin. But most of my coworkers are when I tell them that I would shampoo my hair every day, they'll be like, your hair's gonna fall off. Like your hair's probably breaking down.
That's
Yeah.
what I heard. That's what I've heard.
So I'm like, it's kind of gross to go a week without shampooing your hair.
But that's what I've always heard. Like that's normal for women though. Like about a week or like 5 days around there.
And I'm like, I was shocked because I've never
Um,
Yeah, you would just do it's okay.
Yeah.
We lost video footage, but we'll just finish it out with just audio. It's okay. And like I said, you've grown out your hair too. When you grew it out,
mhm.
did you wash it every day? Cause
No, I did the same thing. Well, like when I had
Yeah,
my
long.
longish hair,
Mm.
I think no, I would wet it every day. Like I would put it under the water.
Me too.
But
That's something I do every day.
I
I
wouldn't
do not
shampoo
care.
it every day.
Yeah, and the thing, and my hair is like short right now compared to I've had it before.
Yeah.
If I shampoo every day, it gets super thin, and like not thin, but like it gets fluffy. Meanwhile, when I don't
okay.
shampoo every day, like let's say like I go a day without shampooing, the next day, it's like more tight and
You
it's
see.
easier to style.
That's why, because when I had my hair long, I had it in a man bun.
Yeah,
Right at that time, I guess that was the
it's
thing.
okay, bro.
Right.
It's okay. I'm not gonna judge you.
So like my hair is naturally thick.
Yeah.
So if I shampooed it a lot, then it would just be
It
really
fluffs,
thick,
yeah, it
and
fluffs
it would
up.
be hard to put it in a man bun. But when I just wet it, it would be fine,
I got you.
and that was most of the time.
Yeah. That's how I wet it every night, but I go about a day. Or like for example, let's say like I really don't do anything,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe I go 2 days without shampooing. Maybe. It's just what I.
I have to go like max like 3 days without shampooing, but a whole week just because my hair is so oily, like I can't.
And do every time you shampoo, do you conditioner?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Mm.
It tangles, like since my hair is long, it tangles in the shower, so I have to.
That used to happen to me when I had my hair like up to here. Like when I used to like go like this, that thing would hurt.
Yeah.
That thing would hurt. So
Yeah, and it says just like you shouldn't shampoo every day, you shouldn't condition every day neither. Natural oils which are striped every time you cleanse condition the scalp just like dehydrate the face. However, if your hair is excessive oil, washing and conditioning only a few times a week will suffice. So it's pretty much what they're saying. Anything else, bro, man?
anything else? lately,
Okay.
I've been taking cold showers.
Okay.
For the last like maybe 3 months, 4 months. Every once in a while, I have a hot shower. Like yesterday, I had a hot shower, but I've been like getting used to like taking like cold
Cold though.
showers.
Like
Yeah,
okay, and
and I'm not one of those people that take like. If I spend more than 10 minutes in the shower,
mm-hmm.
that's like too long. Like I go, I soap, I shampoo, I do what I have to do, and then yeah, that's it. Like I don't like just sit there in the water or whatever. So like I think the cold showers like also help with that.
Okay.
Like, being like, yeah, this thing is cold. I need to get out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's okay. I was gonna ask you why do you do it?
No,
because
but I've done it because like when I was working out,
Uh-huh.
like it would feel like good to just relax in the cold
get
shower and all that.
Because, bro, taking cold showers, it's like extremely beneficial for your health. Not just for like people who like they don't want to be in the shower too long because being in the cold shower.
That's not the case. That's not the case. Even with my hot showers, if it's more than like 10 minutes, then I'm wasting a lot of water. Like I just need a soap shower, I need soap shower, shampoo, and then that's it. Like I don't need to mess around.
Like you know what might interest you then? Do you know who Winhoff is?
No.
You don't know who Winhoff is? Okay, so Winhoff is this freaking crazy person, right? Winhoff is also known as the Iceman. He's a Dutch extreme athlete noted for the ability of withstanding freezing temperatures. So he was not maybe the originator, but he's the person who like devotes most of his time into getting into freezing cold waters, and he just like talks super highly of it. And many of my friends are starting to take ice baths to meditate through it. So, and what I think about it is, in an ice bath, I haven't taken one yet because our fridge doesn't make ice. So I haven't stopped by the gas station picking up a bag because it's such a challenging thing to do. But for example, one thing that I learned from him was before taking a cold showers was a simple technique, and it's you breathe in a lot of oxygen, but you only let out a little bit. So you breathe in a lot, and then you let out a little bit, and then you breathe in a lot. So you're filling up your head with more oxygen than you're releasing. And that just stimulates your mind. So when you get into that cold shower, the pushback of your body, because you get in there and your body's like, whoa, get out. Like, or your head doesn't want to be. Maybe your body's inside the water, but your head is not under. Yeah, you have to force and that was one thing that really helped me because it develops your breathing, because when I started it, right, and when I wanted to join the Navy and stuff, I was doing all these extensive, like, putting myself uncomfortable moments, and that was one of them, cold showers. And it was just like, what was I thought about? I was like, what happens when I get into a cold shower? I automatically start going like this, breathing super fast. So I need to learn how to slow it down. So what I did was do that, just breathing a lot in, breathing, and going into that shower with the same technique, like breathe and not focus on the water. Have something else in your mind. Don't focus on the water. Just use it as a way of like, okay, I feel super uncomfortable right now. Let me escape my mind. Let me think something else.
With me, I didn't try that technique. I tried like right before I go in, I breathe in and out like
super fast, because your body's already gonna be in that stone.
So once I do that, then I go into the water and I'm good. Because I guess I'm used to it now.
It's because your heart rate is going so fast that it's like, okay, we could deal with it. We could take this punishment. Because it's just a cold shower at the end of the day, right? When I was in Nicaragua, that's the only thing I could take. Cold showers. There was no hot showers. And it was just like, okay, now I take hot showers all the time because
you can.
Because I could, exactly. And due through all the benefits, still doesn't push me enough to do cold showers.
Really?
There's so many benefits, but it doesn't. Like, from
I've
time to time,
many benefits for both.
Yeah, of course. Like, for example, right here, 12 reasons. Promotes fat loss. Improves immunity. Gives better circulation. And do you know why? Because you're breathing so much, you're pumping so much oxygen into your brain, which condenses into blood flow, which equals better blood flow, right? Drains lymphatic system. Don't know what that means. Promotes emotional resilience. Lowers stress. Lowers chances of depression. Increases testosterone levels. So I don't know how it would lower chances of depression. I haven't done my research on it, and I'm quite frankly might not, because I'm not going to be taking no cold shower soon. But it's just stuff that it might benefit. And for example, I think those little things can change someone's life, right? Because that's one of the things that's going on right now. People are just stagnant. They're comfortable. You ask them like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I do this and I do that. Okay, cool. And how long have you been doing it for? Are you planning on changing that?
Yeah.
Or it's always something like, oh, when I get to this, I'll change. Or when I get to here, I'll do this. And it's like maybe doing something as little as taking a cold shower, it might already start giving you that streak, that winning, right? And I don't know if you know who Charlie Rocket is.
No.
So Charlie Rocket, right, bro? This is half of it's gonna be without video, but who cares? Charlie Rocket, he's a motivational speaker, and you could watch a podcast of him with Logan Paul, and he'll talk more about his story. So I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But he was overweight his whole life, right? Failed at many things. He tried to be produced. He was a producer at one point for Soulja Boy, got dropped. Tried to be a producer for somebody else, got dropped. Had severe depression, super overweight, and he realized everything he wanted in life. He said he wanted to become a producer. He did it. He said he wanted to do this. He did it. But he would never get over that hump. There would always be something bad. Something always would come out. So he started saying, life is like a winning streak, right? If you notice when you're doing something little and you get a good thing, that a little bit of a dopamine shot into your system, it like you see somebody else and you're happy, and they might tell you something good and you're like, wow, 2 good things in a row.
Yeah.
And if you would have been with a sad face or like frown, maybe they would have not told you anything. Maybe they would have not asked you for your help, because at the end of the day, humans like to help others. Because that gives us a sense of like we're doing something good, right? Because that's what everybody wants. I hope we're doing something good. So that's what he explained it as. He finally was able to make it over that hump when he started, instead of focusing on a big goal, instead of saying like, I want to become a Nike athlete, which he did become, he was like, I want to wake up today and I want to fold my clothes. I want to fold my bed. And that's and this is why I partnered it up, and I was like, okay, this is very important, because when I was a senior, my professor made us watch How to Change the World, or How to Make the World a Better Place, and it's a Navy SEAL, and he's saying the number one way to make the world a better place: make your bed every morning. Forget all the other complicated stuff. And I don't know if you've ever heard this, but he's saying you make your bed every day. It's okay. I told myself I was going to do something and I accomplished it. Now I could do something tougher. Because if you realize, most people are just like, okay, I'll do this when I get there.
Yeah.
But if you don't build momentum, you're going to hit that wall hard. So maybe, and some people do succeed, some people do fail. But he is saying it, and as a person who has done it and success out of it, I respect, and I'm like, okay, let me think about it. Because, for example, like you said, he wakes up in the morning, he's like, yes, I'm alive, thank God, like happy. Gets in his car, right? Car turns on, first try. He's like, awesome, like winning streak. There's other people who try to turn on their car, their battery's dead. Yeah. He turned on his car, awesome. But these are the things that we're so accustomed to that we just overlook them, and that's
for the bad
we're waiting for the bad, because once the bad comes, you're like, holy hell, my life sucks, right? Like when you hit that wall. But if you start focusing on the winnings, you're just gonna produce more of that in your life. And if you think about it, when is a winning streak? Most people's winning streaks are on vacation, because for vacation you go with, it's gonna be good, and I'm gonna do this, and then you get that done. Or like you wake up early and you go eat breakfast and you're like, yes, awesome, now what's next? If we were to think about that every single day, it would, and like for some people it won't, because it is manifestation, some people don't believe in it, but it will change. And he's like, he's driving to Starbucks, he drives to Starbucks every single day, drives to Starbucks, and he catches 2 green lights in a row, and he's like, awesome, green lights, you know? We all hate when we catch a red light. We're like, God damn it, I'm at the red light. But when does anybody say, yes, green light? Nobody. But everybody and their mother, when they're talking on the phone or where they're texting, like, where you at? I'm at a freaking red light, bro. I hate this light. Everybody says that. But no one's like, bro, I caught all the lights. He gets to Starbucks, orders a whatever. It's only $2.50. And he's not like, oh, yes, drink my coffee. He's like, oh, all this happiness for $2.50. He's like, people need to buy boats for happiness. People need to buy cars for happiness. People need to go on vacation for happiness. He's like, I'm getting all this happiness for $2.50. And now he goes tackle his day. But he's tackling it in a perspective that he's doing good. He's benefiting. He's benefiting. Instead of waking up and being like, damn, I have to go here today. Oh, let me take a warm shower. I'll fold my bed. There's no point of folding my bed. Like, I'm going to come back to it anyway.
And sleep in it,
Exactly. So, and the Navy SEAL said, no matter how bad your day is, and this is what really seals it, that making your bed will make the world a better place. No matter how crappy your day is, when you get back home, at least your bed is made. At least you have a clean bed to lay on. And I was like, 100% truth. It's 100% truthful. And we do fold our bed every day. We do fold our bed every day. And I haven't thought about it as like, it's a winning streak. I get in my car, I turn it on, and I don't think about it. Like, and the other day, my dad called me because he needed a jump start. And I was like, can you imagine? Like, that would have sucked if I have to go to work at 5 a.m. It sucks, bro. But none of us are thinking about it because we're thinking about the bad. When we're driving to work, we're like, man, I hope this doesn't happen. Instead of saying like, awesome.
Because the bad is something that it's a change of emotion.
Exactly, right?
So that's automatically thinking, you know.
Exactly.
Hey, this is something wrong. This is something not.
Exactly.
Whereas, like,
and by your whole time trying to focus on the bad, you're not focusing on the good. So it might have been an awesome day, but you were scared the whole time that you were going to have to do this at work, and it happened. That completely demoralized your whole day. And now you head into the next day with that on your back. Like, damn it, bro. Like, that sucked. I had to do that one thing. And now we work 5 days a week. So what you did that day, you're going to have to do it again. So now instead of saying like, be like, damn, bro. For example, we could be like, I hope the schedule's not crappy. We get there, the schedule's crappy. And now that changes our whole emotions for the entire shift, which is 8 hours. which really has nothing to do with our life, you know? It really doesn't.
Yeah.
In the bigger spectrum, it really doesn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, cool. You're going to have to suffer today. But for example, do you remember maybe 5 months ago, you and me opened together and it was just us two? We were pissed. Do you remember? We had to do a podcast that day and we were planning on leaving early, but it was just you and me and we were pissed off.
Yeah.
And we left, we were pissed off. We got to the podcast, we were still pissed off. We went to Publix, we got a sub, they didn't toast it. I got super pissed off. So it was just like a chain of events that we were looking forward to, because instead of saying, man, we just like, we're going to podcast today, let's get it. We were like, we need to get out at 11. Knowing that in our job, it's the toughest thing to do, getting out on time. And we put that strain on ourselves, and we knew, looking at the schedule, we most likely weren't. But what did we keep on saying? We don't care. At 11, we're leaving. We don't care at 11, but bro, we damn well knew we were not gonna leave. Even though many times we
set
it.
ourselves up for
failure.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking about, okay, we're gonna get subs after this, so food, yes. Then we're gonna do podcasts. That could have completely changed it. And why I say what happens in a daily thing doesn't matter, because that was 5 months ago. That has nothing to do with what's going on today and what I want for the future. So it's just how you look at these negative positions in your life, because if you just keep on thinking about them, nothing good's gonna happen. Because
for sure,
it's all about when you wake up, what are you thinking about? The bills you have to pay, the bad stuff you might have to do that day. That's all that it's in your mind. Instead of saying, great, I need to pay these bills, but at least I get to go to work today.
Yeah.
And at least it's 8 hours secure. It's not like, oh, if it's not busy, you go home, because that might really suck.
Yeah.
You know, but we have secure 40 hours a week. So that just puts us in an advantage. Okay, you have more bills. Okay, plan it out. Why do you have those bills? How long will it take you to pay it off? And make a structure for it. Stop spending money on Chipotle. Spend money on this. Stop spending money on this. On Rolling Loud. Spend money on this. You know, it's how we structure it. But it's just a realization of falsehood of reality. We keep on thinking about all these things we want, all these things we want, all these things we want, but not what we're willing to do to accomplish them. Yeah. And that's honestly all I have to say about the cold showers.
Oh my goodness. I think that's it, because we had like a whole 30 extra minutes without camera.
Yeah, so we'll put like a little picture of like Rizam. Make a little thing of like you in a cold shower. Like find the picture of someone like in a tub, and then just crop your face into it.
I'll put in the Kevin Hart ice bath.
Yeah. You put that. Put you and me. That's what our thing would be this week. But anything else to close it off? I'm good, bro.
I'm good too.
Just went on a little rant.
Yeah. All right. Well, I always forget how we end this.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please share this with your friends. We're gonna get more into deep topics little by little as we feel more comfortable, and most importantly, as I learn more, because I don't know nothing at the end of the day, right? I know absolutely nothing, and I need to just learn more. But everybody, you should go check out How to Win Friends and Influence People. Awesome book. But that's all I have to say. Like and subscribe.
All right. Blah, blah.